everyone! Today we are building the Museum and The Roost. It's been a labor of love, so make sure to like and subscribe. You can even hype up the channel if you want. You'll want to build this near a cliffside so that you can put the roost within the cliff, and eventually the fossil exhibit. Start off with stone tiling. Then stone tiling painted in gray. It kind of looks white, but that's what we're going for. It'll be 4 blocks high. Then extravagant pillars on both sides of the entrance. Add flat tiled roof colored in white to add some depth. Add the same tiled roof but colored in gray on the floor. This makes it look like steps. Then these concrete borders so that the entrance doesn't look flat. Replace the grass blocks with stone tiling. We're going to change these bottom blocks with the lower light antique wall because the Animal Crossing game has this in the interior. This won't affect the exterior look too much. The slope stone roof colored in teal best matches the original museum. The ones in front are painted in white to better match the stone tiling. Top it off with the stone roof decoration. Then fill this in. I placed Rowlett's clock here at first, but then I changed it to the regular clock because I needed the Rowlett clock for Inside the Roost cafe. Add these red banners and extend them all the way to the ground so we get a flat end. I did the same for the top part, but you don't have to. I added stone benches to add more dimension to the front view. For inside, I did the patterned age stone wall and added the other age stone blocks to create a pattern. This can be to your liking. Then dark marble flooring for contrast. Now remove the cliffside. This is being built inside my Nintendo Switch build, so that's why this wall is blue. Adding archways for the bug exhibit. Later I move this one tile higher, then adding all these rugs. You'll need black stylish stairs on both sides. I'm using the stone flooring for the wall right above the fossil exhibit, and now stairs going down to the exhibit. A fossil right above. This gets changed to the Aerodactyl head later on, preparing this for Brewster's sign. And now iron tiles, painted in black. I created pixel art for the first time, and that took me a while and many mistakes, but it was such a fun learning experience. And now the entrance to the art exhibit. We'll use this statue because Red gave it to us. And the entrance to the cafe is going to be similar. Let's put a picture of Vespican for the bug exhibit. This statue of Magikarp for the sea creature exhibit. And here's Aerodactyl. In the original museum, there are flowers within the walls, so doing that here. Just replacing some of these walls to match everything. And oh, can't forget the flower on the other side. Hollowing out this area so I can put black banners here. We still need to build this in the future, maybe once we get more art and sculptures. I'm cleaning up these areas so it can look nice in the interior and exterior of the museum. Oh, we need a spotlight facing Aerodactyl, but this might be a bit too bright. Here I am fixing the entrances to these exhibits. I don't think I'll ever make the inside of these, since we don't want to trap our bug and fish Pokemon. Going to block off the fossil exhibit for now. Then add some black chairs on this side of the museum, and wooden railings for the top. Some wall lights. We need a habitat for Noctowl, so going to fill up this area so that he doesn't spawn under the museum. I use the wooden birdhouse and stylish hedge habitat, then just cover that up. Invite our blathers to move in. The museum is pretty much done. We can start on Brewster's Cafe now. Let's start with replacing the floors with the wooden flooring. Then we'll clear more of this cave because we'll need more space. For this retaining wall, I went with the stone brick wall painted in green because the fish scale block dyed in green wasn't dark enough. Add some rugs here. And now covering the floors with more wooden flooring. Let's add the counter, where Brewster serves us coffee. The cash register that we need to find electricity for, and 3 green stools by the counter. The pop art lamps are quite long, so we will have to make the ceiling a bit higher, otherwise we won't be able to place anything on the counters. More stone brick walls here. In the Animal Crossing game, they actually have these fish scale walls, so going to put that everywhere. I think an antique table here would look nice. And this backpack with the lamp kinda looks like the telephone to me. The sit-down area has these green chairs and brown tables. Behind the counter, I'll have to be a little creative since we don't even have coffee items in the game. But we can add mugs and books. This Rowlet clock above is a must since it's in the Animal Crossing game. There's cabinet and shelving of random things behind the counter. And I think all of this will do for now. Some wall lights. Then we will place the lower antique wall on the bottom to give the walls some dimension. In Animal Crossing, the fish scale wallpaper is actually on the bottom, but I couldn't find a wooden block that looks nice to go above it. There's some planters here with some nice green plants. None of the flowers we have fit with that aesthetic, so I use regular grass. I'm gonna go back to the museum to cover the roof and do some touch-ups. Oh look, we finally got Flareon to come to our town. At the entrance there's some picture frames. Off camera I moved the ceiling 1 block higher. And here I'm testing out some different walls so it can look exactly like Animal Crossing, but nothing looked good so I changed it back. For the ceiling tile, I used a dark wooden block that I had a lot of extras of. Anything dark brown should work. Placing all the different wall art pieces, I wish we had a black and white option or a sepia tone filter for some of the pictures. Here are some wall changes that I made. I really wish they had more color tones for green in the game. Add some of these rugs similar to Animal Crossing. And I went back to the museum to add some of the windows. I didn't want the grass tiles to show up, so I placed iron blocks behind the windows for now. Add more green blocks here. And some of the electricity needs fixing. Time to move in our Brewster. I chose Dartrix until we get the pigeon Pokemon. Add a mini generator to complete some of the electricity. I can always fix this later. Add a bookcase over here, and that's pretty much it. The roost turned out so good, and the fact that it connects to the museum made this build so much more complicated. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It took me a long time, and hope to see more of you on this channel. Until next time.